I'm Sonia Nachkova, Customer Office across business units, and together with my esteemed colleague Sanjit Singh, who is the Senior Director of Solutions Product Management, and my colleague Abhinav, who is in the audience, are going to share our vision with you on how to enhance the value you are getting from your SUSE subscriptions via deeper insights, and to invite you to join us in this collaborative journey. In the next 20-25 minutes, so a short slot, we are going to share why insights matter, what are our initial ideas, to invite you to join us, and last but not least, to share clear steps on how to do this happen, by inviting you to join the so-called SUSE Insights Customer Council. So, in the session today, Eric mentioned to be creative. I hope all of you have attended this amazing session. So close your eyes for a moment and just let's think about our daily lives. What makes our life easier? For example, smart products like a printer who is notifying us when the ink level is low and offer to order new cartridges just with one click. Or electric vehicles. Who of you have an electric vehicle? Okay, I hope to join you in some years. But it's very useful when the electric vehicles are notifying us and suggesting how many stops to plan and to which level to charge the battery while we are planning the next trip. And at least I suppose many people have a smartwatch on their wrist. How many? Okay. 5, 6, 7. Okay, I really love this smart product because based on the data shared via different sensors on my wrist, it recommends me to take a nap or to be more active and take some exercise, which keep me healthy and in a good and productive shape. So we've got inspired by these smart products and our experience as consumers and was thinking on how we can share actionable insights that are revealing you what's the health of your systems and how you can be more productive and more efficient if you get active and notifications about critical security patches that are coming, or if you need to upgrade any systems soon and start communicating right now, or to get insight of what other customers in your peer group are doing so that you can learn from their best practices. That's why I have my colleague Sanjit here to share with you the initial ideas that we have on what's available today and what's possible in the future, and to invite you to shape the roadmap going forward. Sanjit, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sonia. I appreciate that. Hi, everybody. My name is Sanjit Singh, and I run product management, as Sonia mentioned. So how many of you are using SUSE Customer Center today? A few, most of you actually, that's good, that's good. So you are aware of some of the functionalities and features that we already provide. For example, some of these things are available today, or rather most of the things that are written up here are available today. What products are you using? When you register your system, you know what products are being used at in your entire landscape. It starts becoming more interesting, especially when you have hundreds or thousands of systems. That's when these things really start mattering. What is the level of subscription usage? You purchased 400 and you've deployed 360. Means you are underusing your subscriptions. And there are IT divisions asking you for more subscriptions that they want to deploy. Well, you have more available. Go ahead and use them. Or vice versa. Sometimes it so happens that you end up overusing subscriptions. That also is a notification available. When will you need to renew soon? Or what are you going to have to do once that renewal happens? Whether you want to renew to purchase an extra subscription or take the same product and deploy LTSS on top of that. Those are the decisions that you are able to make from this one single dashboard that exists up there. But where can we take this to the future? How can we help you manage your own landscape better? How can we notify you to say, hey, your systems are out of support and need to be upgraded? Or which critical patches have been released and which systems of yours are unprotected. Again, as I mentioned, when you have 2 systems, not a big deal. When you have 200, starts becoming complicated. When you have 2,000, guess what? You need automation over there. That's where it really starts mattering. Imagine you have 2,000 systems under your management, and 1,975 are already patched critically. You just forgot about those 25. Wouldn't it be nice that they started flashing red? Now, there could be a reason you don't want to upgrade these systems. That's a very valid point. Your workload doesn't support the latest patch. But there may be some critical security patches that you can apply, as long as you were notified that these systems are even systems are unprotected. Or if you can't protect them, come up with some other methodology to protect them. Put a firewall, put them behind a firewall, for example. Workloads can require those types of workarounds, but at least you should have that notification. And then, what support cases may need your attention? You may have 3 support cases running, and your administrator might have forgotten about it. There may be low severity, for example. That could be another piece which could be available to you. So these are some of the visionary things that we are thinking about. How do we integrate into how do we bring about that level of insights so that you can you can take actions to prevent problems from happening, or make sure your systems are protected. Let's talk about a key concept that we are working on, personalization. This has been available in non-enterprise use cases for quite some time. Even certain enterprises do it okay. But that's one of the most important things that we believe will be required as your systems again become larger and as you have larger landscapes. For example, you should be able to right-click a server and understand its life cycle. Right there, it should be able to tell you what are you on today, what is the life cycle, when will it go out of support. It should be a clean UI so that you don't have to go look at 17 different pages of UIs to understand what is the life cycle of SLES 15 SP2. It should be very visible over there. When you want to see 200 systems together, you should be able to very quickly scan them and see anything which may be running out of life cycle. So personalization is a key portion of our strategy. You should be able to understand CVEs that are affecting your system. Not only they're flashing red, but you should be able to dig down, click into the system, go into the dashboard and see, hey, there is CVE number 1, 2, and 3, which my system has not been overcome yet. The patch has not been applied for that particular CVE. Then back out, go to the next system, and see, out of the 1750 that I mentioned, the 25 that are unprotected, what are the specific CVEs that you need to overcome? That level of information should be available to you, and it should be all personalized information, not that, hey, if you have SLES 15 SP2, these are the 7 CVEs that exist in there. It should not be your function to go find which systems have SP2 which have not been patched up correctly yet. It should just be available in that dashboard. So personalization is one of the key things that we are working on. And then AI is the big buzzword. But there is real benefit out of that. There is real potential as you have a large number of systems. How can we help you embedding AI services into our dashboards, into our products, so that make your lives easier? For example, on-demand proactive advisor. Imagine for once you had a proactive advisor which could look at your system and advise you on what kind of problems that could occur in your environment. So that when, instead of you seeing a problem where your mission-critical system performance starts collapsing, instead, yesterday it told you, hey, Mr. Ms. Administrator, your system performance could be impacted. All you have to do is change this memory setting. Wouldn't that be cool? Instead of having to answer to your boss, why is your SAP system slow today? There are real consequences of these types of things. Real issues, we have had customers who had SAP systems slow down because they misconfigured that. Instead, we are working on systems which will prevent that from happening, which will proactively notify you that this can be overcome by a simple change in the setting. We will be able to benchmark these against industry standards. For example, for workloads A, B, and C, make sure you have your memory setting to be set at whatever. If you have Nginx running in your system, make sure the memory configuration is such and such. I'm just making up examples, right? But that's what really will matter. And the way we can do it is by benchmarking against all the systems that are running to see, hey, last 6 months ago when we were testing this in our labs, we understood that Nginx caused such and such issues with a particular version. All we had to do to overcome was to change the setting. And that can be recognized in your system, and proactively, we will be able to notify you that you're running this. Make sure your setting is such and such. That's an example of what AI can allow us to do. Those are the things that we are looking to integrate in our systems. And then improvement recommendations. How do you improve? Performance, 80% utilization of CPU, that's well and good. It's within bounds. But what if I could tell you a very simple change where you could bring that down to 50%? What does that give you? Maybe you can put another workload on that instead of going and buying out a new server. Those are the types of things that some of these new AI services make it possible for us, and that's what we are thinking about for the future. So we'd love to get your help on it. Let me hand it back over to Sonia, and she's going to talk about how can we work together to come up with to implement some of these things. Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much, Sanjit. I hope you've got a picture of our initial ideas, and we do not want to continue without you, because this is a service back to you. So we want to invite you, our valued customers and partners, to join us in this journey and to form the so-called SUSE Insights Customer Council. How this is going to work? We are going to invite, in the course of the next few months, pre-selected customers and partners to join this committee and have 3 sessions going forward. Each of these sessions is going to be 2.5 hours in person or online, depending on the situation. So in the first session, we are going to focus on the initial ideas and provide you with more details. We are going to collect also your needs and your requirements on how to shape the solutions going forward. In the second meeting, we are going to refine the plan and share with you the progress. And in the third meeting, we are going to define the solution that we are going to provide to all our customers and partners, and make their lives easier thanks to your recommendation and your wisdom shared with us. So there is no good presentation without call to action. So I want to share a clear plan to do that. The first step is, of course, to get in touch with Sanjit, myself, and Abhinav, and to share if you are willing to be part of this, or if you have any concrete suggestions to include to the discussion. The second step is to visit us at our kiosk that's called Shaping SUSE Future Together, where myself and my colleague Violetta over there are part of the booth and have a very short customer experience survey. You can scan the code even now. There are only 5-6 questions that we are asking, and to opt in to participate in this Insights Customer Council. And last but not least, our colleagues from the SUSE Customer Center have a technical session with more details that is going to happen tomorrow at 2:30 here. You can notice the number and see more information. My name is Sonia Nachkova. The email is easy, sonia.nachkova@suse.com, and I'm really happy to answer to all your questions that you might have. And this is a collaborative journey. Let's dive into this together and make the maximum for you going forward. Thank you for your attention.